academic year ending July 3rd, 2009. I'll try to read as quickly as I can. Our achievements are many and could be deemed quite hilarious and filled with a lot of excitement. Many challenges we had to face in different forms and fashion. We had to face, but we faced it with a committed staff and ongoing support from all our stakeholders, a caring community, and a vibrant PTA. We were able to face those challenges courageously. While the leaking roof has ceased leaking for now, our pupils continue to play on still a non-existent playground, and classes still exist in small cramped areas. Yet we persisted and we worked, and that bore great fruit. We started the academic year with the EFCL initiated repair works on the 29th of August 2008. That is the weekend before school reopened for the pupils. Nice time, innit? We were fortunate to get 2 ATs to supplement those teachers who were reassigned to Shiva Boys. Pandit reassigned one to Shiva Boys College, Pandit Anand Maraj. So welcome. I recognize your presence, and Miss Indra Ramlochan. I'm not sure if she's here. Who was promoted to the post of principal at Claro Hindu School. We say congratulations to them and wish them all the best. Mr. Khemrajie Ramnath went on 1 week's special leave. I see you, sir. 1 week's special leave as he formed part of a team that conducted cultural workshops in Guyana. Our Standard 4 pupils were blessed to have 8 sessions on banking literacy, which was conducted by one of our past pupils, Stacey Ann Rabisad, of Consultant Interface through the Central Bank of Trinidad and Tobago. A team from Global Competitive Strategies spent 1 week with us and collected data for the computerized maintenance management system. All items of furniture and equipment were recorded and tagged with special codes. We celebrated our 54th anniversary. When I say we are talking about the school, we celebrated our 54th anniversary with an in-house satsang and special treats for our pupils and staff. Diwali celebrations came with a difference and took the form of Lakshmi Puja, conducted again by Pandit Anand, a Diwali concert which was attended by members of the Rotary Club of Princestown, who presented the school with sporting equipment, and 15 hampers were given to parents. We also had, after a short absence, a Diwali program and light up in the late afternoon. This was well attended and great satisfaction was felt at the revival of the occasion. Our pupils performed cultural items at different venues, and for that we say thank you especially to Ms. Tara, Ms. Marina and Mr. Pulchan, together with a group of very dedicated parents who assisted all the way. Kartik Snan granted a special holiday to all Mahasabha schools, saw Ms. Geeta and myself, together with 18 pupils and their parents, journey to Manzalina Beach, where we participated in puja and performed in a special program. We want to say a special thank you to all those parents. We saw 2 of our teachers being upgraded to the post of Teacher 1 after a long spell. Ms. Ria, who is on maternity leave, and Ms. Kavita, who incidentally had to go down to San Fernando this morning to collect her results of her medical, which we had 2 weeks ago. We extend congratulations to them. To absorb the high cost of our annual Christmas tree, we held 2 fundraisers in the form of a raffle and a barbecue. These were well patronized, and we wish to sincerely thank our parents and members of the community for their support. And then came the new calendar year, which we opened with a bang. On the 5th of January 2009, I submitted a report to the Ministry of Education indicating the status of the building and the compound. Little did I know what was soon to follow. On the 20th of January, it was brought to my attention that several students of the Standard 3 classes complained of itching and swelling on their skin. After investigating, I contacted the Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education, Insect Vector Control, the SBMS Board, and the Rio Claro Fire Services Department, all of whom were very helpful and responded immediately. Pupils and staff were sent home early, and by 4 p.m. the task was completed, and everything seemed to be under control. So, the next day, I enjoyed a ride. A ride that was free of traffic jam on the water taxi to attend a conference at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. It's nice. Believe me, it's nice. Ask Miss Indra whenever you see her. Talk about ambience. I thought the hotel, since I wasn't sure whether I would be returning in the very near future. Of course, I browsed through the bar and quickly learned that a carrot costs $65 and the doubles with coconut chutney costs $35. I quickly returned to the conference. And then came the biggest challenge for the year. The next day, I met an empty school. There was nobody except the security guard. After reading a log entry, I was appraised of the situation at the school. The school was officially closed by the CMOH. I immediately contacted the SS2, Mrs. Margaret Barker Caesar, who guided me through. And while some of us were frolicking in the warm waters of Trinidad and Tobago, the acting principal and the cleaners were desperately trying to ensure that everything was in place for the reopening of the school. From then on, the situations changed. From fleas, to biting midge, to cat's urine. That's the challenge I spoke about. Amidst everything, the EFCL was contacted through the determination and intervention of the chairman of the Mayaro Rio Claro Regional Corporation, Mr. Ramnath and Panchu, and repairs pertaining to the problem began almost immediately. Mr. Cecil Fraser of the EFCL must be highly commended for his persuasiveness, together with all other stakeholders and ministries, and especially the PHI3, Mr. Bola Singh, who stood with me through thick and thin throughout the entire situation, which started on the 20th of January 2009 and ended on the 27th of March 2009. The BG Science Bus spent 1 week with our pupils from first year to Standard 4. Pupils were actually involved in activities which impacted directly on their science programs of works. At that same time, we had 2 OJTs, one of whom spent a year with us and had to leave, while the other simply did not turn up for work without a word. We are therefore functioning with only one clerical officer, Ms. Gayatri Saltan, and for this, we thank God. We were pleasantly surprised and relieved when 3 ATs joined the staff, Ms. Trisha, Ms. Sian, and Ms. Suan. What a blessing that was for at that time. Ms. Vashti and Ms. Parvati were at their wits' end trying to cater to the needs of 88 pupils of the Standard 1 classes. We sincerely thank those teachers for ensuring that all was well. Saraswati Puja was held at the Chandrasekhar Vishnu Mandir with Panditanan once again officiating. We want to especially thank him for always being there for us. Thank you, sir. On that same day, one of our dearest friends of the temple, of the community, and the school was cremated. We were also given a day off to attend the funeral service of the Dharam Patni of the Secretary General of the Mahasabha, Mrs. Shanti Maharaj.